Welcome back to another episode of the TuneInWithDev podcast. My name is Dev. I'm your host, your highly grateful, highly loved, beloved, thankful, appreciated host of the TuneInWithDev podcast. We're up at episode 22. Man, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. I know it's been a minute. I keep having these little droughts, but we're gonna get that fixed, man. 2026 is a big year coming up for not just me, but for yourself also, man. So give a round of applause to yourself for this year, man. Hey, for this year, man, clap it up for yourself. Clap it up, man, because not everybody made it to the end of 2025 and get to see 2026. So be grateful, blessed, honored, appreciative, just everything going into 2026, man. Because at the end of the day, we always say the new year is our year, but this could really be your year. Like your life could really change for the better this year, as far as being in a mental standpoint, physical standpoint, being in the gym, new job, new career, new hobby, new family members. A lot this year brought a lot of family members to our life. And man, I'm just so thankful and just blessed to just be able to be here. And it's so crazy. I remember making a podcast episode at the beginning of this year, going from the end of last year, from 2024 to 2025, and it's already been another year. And it just don't even seem real that it's already about to be 2026. And I've been doing this podcast for almost over a year now, or I think it is over a year. But anybody who has been tuning in, anybody who has been watching the podcast episodes, listen to the podcast episodes, getting anything from these podcast episodes, man, I thank y'all, man. Anybody who's been on the podcast episodes, man, I thank y'all, man. It's so appreciative. I'm so thankful, blessed, man. It's just amazing to be able to just have this viewership, be able to have this voice, to be able to just put that out there and just have a good time and just talking to the audience, talking to y'all, man. I'm thankful for y'all. Thank y'all. Without y'all, this podcast wouldn't be what it is. To me, even though it's not the biggest, but to me, it just means a lot that anybody would just take the time to even listen to the podcast or watch it. And so let's get right into it, man. Let's just take a moment to really just sit here and think about like how, blessed and like thankful we are for everything that you do have, man. Because, going into the Christmas holidays, we got Christmas coming up this week, right? This week, yeah, this week. Today's the 22nd. Man, I can't believe Christmas is already here. I feel like the older I get, the more the holidays don't even seem like holidays no more. They just seem like another day. And I feel like that's kind of like when my mom or like your parents, had like thought about holidays when you grow up. Because, when you're a kid and you're growing up, Christmas, birthdays, all that, it's just big holidays. But the older you get, the more you kind of feel like it's just another day. And that's really what it feels like. It's not like snowing. It's just a regular Thursday afternoon, 60-degree weather. And it don't even feel like really Christmas no more. It just feels like another day. You off work, but there's no school, but that's really about it. But we only got a couple days left of this year, man. Finish it strong, man. Don't wait till the first to start going to the gym and doing all that stuff that you've been wanting to do. You can easily start that today. You can start it tomorrow. You can start it whenever you want to, but don't start off the year making an empty promise to yourself that you're never going to fulfill, man. At the end of the day, you just have to be kind of more realistic and not set expectations for yourself that you're not going to uphold. And it's exciting to do at the beginning of the year, but that's usually like when people say things that they don't really mean. They're like, oh, I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to start working out every day and start eating healthy. And that's really what it is. Unrealistic expectations of things that are too big of a change. And it's like I've realized that, and I think that I can kind of offer some advice into goal setting for the new year, that you don't want to be too extreme. You don't want to make a goal like too big to where it's too strict to where you're not going to uphold it. And that's something that I've had to learn. I'm gonna go to the gym every day. I'm gonna make a video every day. I'm gonna do this every day. And it's like there's so many um variables in the world to where you can't control every aspect of your life, to where you won't have every single day to do that thing. You won't be able to go to the gym every single day. You won't be able to create a video. You won't be able to do this task, this hobby every single day. You won't be able to eat healthy every single day. There are going to be times where you're not going to be able to do that. And a lot of times we get to that point where you feel like, I'm not doing it. So, man, I might as well start next week. Might as well start again next week. And it's like, you're not going to do that. So what I encourage you to do is basically to just say instead of I'm gonna eat nothing but healthy food, say I'm gonna eat better. So it's like you can still enjoy your Chick-fil-A, your Burger King, McDonald's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, whatever you eat, but kind of cut down on that. Include a healthy meal. If you want to work out, I'm gonna work out every single day. I'm gonna work out at least one time this week, even if it's at home workout, because consistency is gonna create a process that you're gonna be able to continue to move along that path. You're gonna actually gonna see results because if you set yourself up with something that you won't be able to continue to do, you're gonna let yourself down, and then that's gonna cause you to see not the results that you want on track, and you're gonna want to stop, and you're gonna be like, give up because I'm not seeing any results. But in all reality, you are having results. It's just you just don't see them because you see yourself every day. So you're not gonna be able to see that change that everybody else will be able to see. That who doesn't see you every single day. But man, I just want to make it, kind of like a shorter episode just because, we got a lot of new stuff coming for 2026. And I just really want to just get on here and just say how thankful I am, how thankful that everybody, should be to be able to make it to the end of the year because not everybody made it to the end of this year. And it's just, we've had a lot of loss. We've had a lot of gains, a lot of births, a lot of new family members. And it's just a blessing to see, all the success that everybody's having, and next year could be a year, and you never know. As long as you put in that work, you continue to pursue your dreams, your happiness, and never let anybody tell you that you can't do something, and continue to work on that path, even if you have to start over from day one, the next day, the next day, the next day. Man, I just want to say I appreciate y'all. Man, I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in with me. We're tuning in with Dev Podcast, man, episode 22. We're gonna be seeing y'all next year, episode 23 for new year, or we might start a new season. Might be season 2. But peace.